Should you quit your job to start a business? Well, before you rush into this decision, consider these 5 important questions, because these questions will help you to notice any blind spots that may be the thing that results in a failure later down the line. Now, just before we get started, I just want to mention, what I'm sharing with you today is not some regurgitated bullshit I've read in books. It's coming from personal experience. It was only several years ago I was in a job that was ticking every box apart from fulfillment. I'm not sure if you can relate. I felt dead inside, just feeling like a robot, having to drag myself to work. And I just knew that there had to be another way. And this is when I found there's a whole world of just people who are monetizing their passion online. So I took a courageous decision to create a side business. And I grew this side business called Success Insider, which is a coaching business, to 6 figures. And that's when I finally took the leap and decided to quit my job. And I had a lot of you, by the way, asking me in terms of exactly the steps I took. And because right now we're looking for more aspiring coaches and consultants and speakers to train up, because our platform's reaching so many people, I've decided to host a live training where I'll be breaking this down. It'll be online. If you'd like to join us, it'll be totally for free. I'll sponsor your spot. All you have to do is follow the card above or go directly to the link here. Just type into your browser, which is www.successinsider.tv/online, and I can't wait to take you through the steps that I took to create this successful online business. Now, let's go on to the 5 questions that you got to ask yourself before you consider quitting your job, because it's a scary decision, isn't it? There are so many things that your little voice is saying that could possibly happen. Well, these 5 questions are the most important questions to ask yourself. The first question is, am I focused on the one thing right now? You see, when it comes to making money, there are millions of ways of making millions of dollars. Do you see what I'm saying right now? It's true though, isn't it? There's Amazon, there's eBay, there's Kindle. I mean, I'm sure you come across all these freaking ads everywhere saying make money while sleeping or make money like on the beach, right? There's so many things. There's so much crap out there. The question is what actually works? You see, most people, the reason why they fail is because they're just scattering their focus everywhere. They're not focused. You look at the world's 1%. What do they all have in common? It's focus. Instead of basically them distributing focus everywhere and just feeling overwhelmed, they are focused on the one thing. When I was starting my side business while working my 9 to 5, I had to be incredibly focused. The moment I got home from work, I didn't have a lot of hours. So I had to be so focused. It taught me that I cannot just try to start 10 projects at the same time. Ask yourself this right now. Are you focused on the one project? Pick the one thing that's most scalable and doable that is currently within your capability right now, or what you truly want to do, is passion filled or whatever it may be. Okay, so that's the first question. The second question is, are you capable and efficient enough to run this project as a side business right now? If the answers are no, don't quit. You're not efficient enough yet. You see, 9 to 5, what it really teaches you when you're trying to launch a business while working your job, it teaches you extreme productivity. When you've only got 1 to 2 hours per night, or even 1 hour per night to launch a side business, you got to be so focused and you got to know how to manage your time properly. Most people are so busy creating pretty logos and never running a business, right? They don't know how this whole business world works. And trust me, it's not based upon your freaking logo. It's not based on your on random bits of website colors or whatever it may be. You got to know how to run a business. You got to begin to treat your time like the rich. And so if right now you cannot run this business with 1 to 2 hours per night or 1 hour per night, question firstly the business model. What is it? Can you actually do it with the 9 to 5 you're currently working at? If you can, then it comes down to your efficiency. How can you become more efficient? Because improve the efficiency before you consider quitting. Third question is, what new skills do I need to develop? You see, people who go into business for the first time, they don't understand this whole business world. Like I said earlier, they're focused on the wrong areas. They're focused on making little tweaks to their websites, the things that doesn't really matter. They're not focused on the marketing of the product. They're not focused on selling of the product. If you think about McDonald's, right? They don't make the tastiest burger in the world, and yet they're one of the largest burger restaurant chains in the world. If you think about Dasani water, they're not like the best water brand in the world, but they're the largest. Why? Because they're ran by and owned by Coca-Cola, who knows how to market and sell. So if right now you've got an education gap, you've got to fill in those educational gaps. The big part of what made me incredibly successful in terms of growing Success Insider while working my 9 to 5 was the fact that I was studying a lot into different marketing courses and marketing programs, and I was focused on the right areas that helped me to grow this business with the limited time that I had. So that's the third question. What do I need to develop as a new skill? The fourth question is, am I coming from the right place? There are so many people I find who are working a 9 to 5 job, and their main motivation of wanting to quit is to prove their boss is a bullshitter, or they want to prove their boss that, yeah, I can do this, or they want to prove to the world that they're good enough, right? This is an egocentric motivation. You will never see this amongst the Jack Ma's or Richard Bransons of the world. They're not saying I'm doing this for the next $1 million. They're not saying this because they want abundance or freedom. They're doing this because they want to change the world. They're focused beyond themselves. That's the purpose of a business. The only time you ever receive money is when you add value. And right now you're being paid a salary because you're adding value into your boss's life. So anytime you get paid is when you add value. So doesn't it make sense to focus on adding value into other people's lives? Ask yourself, am I coming from the right place? Is it egocentric driven? Is it all about yourself? Or is it about the world? Do you have a mission right now? Do you have a vision of your company right now? If not, you want to think about this carefully. Because if you're going to be entering the business world thinking, yeah, I'm just going to do it to prove to the world, I'm good enough, that might get you so far, but it will not get you to that next level. The final question, the fifth question is, am I jumping on a fad or trend right now? The big problem I find is people read stuff online or on papers in the newspapers thinking, oh my God, that's like the secret, right? Such as, I remember several years ago, everybody thought they wanted to become a fidget spinner millionaire. Do you remember those fidget spinners, the thing that spins? And then what happened to those businesses today? They gone bust. There are so many people who fall into the victim of bubbles, jumping on fads and trends, and it's just not a scalable business, or they start these businesses but it relies on other people's businesses such as affiliate marketing, drop shipping, you name it. I mean, if it was so easy, then everybody will be doing it, if you really think about that. So make sure whatever business you're in, is it scalable? Is it going to stand the test of time? This is why I got into the world of consulting and coaching business. As long as human beings communicate, coaching and consulting businesses will be here to stay. Because this is how we consume information. We pass on information to each other as human beings. This is how we grow through evolution, right? So this is a model that will be here for a long, long time. Ask yourself, is your business model scalable? Is it a fad? Is it a trend? Or is it something that's going to be here for decades to come? That's what it's all about. It's not about getting rich fast. It's about getting rich slow, but consistently, and creating an actual business that will stand test of time. That's what it's all about. So these are the 5 questions to ask yourself before quitting your job and starting a business. I hope you found today's video helpful. And like I said earlier, I'm running a private online web class very soon, where I'll be revealing exactly the steps I took to grow a 6-figure business while working my 9 to 5 job. If you'd like to join us, it's a free class because I'm looking to train up more aspiring coaches and consultants and coaches out there. All you have to do is to follow the card that will show up either side of me, or go directly to the link here, which is www.successinsider.tv/online to get yourself registered. And I can't wait to take you through this live training very soon. If you got value from today's video, Insider, be sure to click the like button, comment below what's been your biggest takeaway today or aha moment, and I'll be sure to get back to you. And also share this video with a friend or loved one who's got to hear this message. And as always, follow your heart, my friend, and take action, and go create the life you're truly born to live.